Hey, what's good, everyone? This is Alfred Blout, a high school athlete turned to the dark side for they had cookies. Caught red-handed stealing from the local video shop, he was arrested on July 8th. And he woke up July 9th, 1993, around 5 a.m. West Point Police Department. So we started as a burglar class, as you can see, but we're starting a little special here. We're starting in the police department, and I guess we have the key. We nabbed it off of him somehow, stuck our arms through the bars. But this is helpful because we get some clothes right off the bat. Most importantly is gonna be shoes, because Alfred has little baby feet and can't handle it. Making our way. Let's check out this police department. Pen, eraser off the bat, that's good. Got a fresh banana. Got a medical kit here with a bunch of medical supplies. I don't know why I hesitate on these painkillers. Got some tweezers. Got a belt. Figure I eat that fresh Danish too. Let's go over our build. Thin-skinned, deprived, conspicuous, depressive, hearty appetite, injured, prone to illness, weak stomach, fast metabolism, slow reader. We started as a burglar, cat's eyes, dexterous, outdoorsy, wakeful, organized, gymnast, Olympian, pack mule, wilderness knowledge, athletic, strong, and we're low weight because we started with fast metabolism. So I've been doing a lot of vanilla and lightly modded playthroughs, and I wanted to spruce it up a bit. So we kind of modded the crap out of this one, and we're gonna check it out. Other than that, it's pretty standard settings. I tweaked things around a little bit, gave myself some love, and made things a little bit harder in certain areas. Just let me know in the comments if you want to know the settings or any mods. So we kind of check things out outside here. We find some cars to loot. Perfect. First car, rifle sling. So we popped that on ASAP. I also found this really cool looking shells bandolier, so I popped that on too. And in combo with some of the gear I found in the police department, I'm looking pretty cool. So we keep sneaking around, and I checked this first truck here. Find some matches. Zombies are coming, of course they are. This van, I find a bunch of military gear, some cool fingerless gloves, and in the back of the van, I find 2 duffel bags filled with gear. We do a little fence cheese here, but you know, everybody loves cheese, right? Sorry to the lactose intolerant people out there. You still probably love it, you just can't. Anyway, we find this cool suitcase, which is really neat, and I decided I really liked carrying it. I thought it looked really cool. So I popped that bad boy in my secondary and just kinda, yeah, got that suitcase. Yeah, check it out. I'm a guy with a suitcase. So we're smashing some Zeds here, as per usual, when Fancy Foot McTickletoes decides to have a go at me. Not cool. Scared me. And a second time, this guy is like a ghost. It's like a where'd he come from? Sheesh. More fence cheese, of course. That's how we get it done. Look at that suitcase. Yeah. There's a man with a suitcase right there. Look at him. So we get some water, fill our water bottle up. The new system here. We check our wounds that we spawn in with, and by 6:30 p.m. the first day, they're all already healed. We don't have fast healer either, so guess that's that. The key we spawned in with is the key, well, to the whole place. That's so OP. I didn't expect that to happen. That was not in the plan. I just kind of, I guess I didn't know what to expect. So we looted the armory. Suffice it to say, because what else am I gonna do? Don't tell a kid in a candy shop he can have anything he wants. Having shoved a bunch of guns into our suitcase, we decided it was bedtime and slept on the cot we slept on the night before. Day 2, we started the day with a hearty breakfast of canned beans and more canned beans and some tomato soup as well before getting to business. Obviously, since I was handed a bunch of guns, I used a bunch of guns. Though I did have a bigger plan in mind. The general idea was to round up as many of the locals as I could in the area and get them the heck out of here. Lead them all out into the wilderness. So, in a lack for actual weapons, we sacrifice a little bit of durability of our shotgun to, shall we say, butt smack the living crap out of these wecks. Practicing breaking and entering, as is the way of the burglar, we don't quite get in this house because too many Zeds creeping about. They just they wouldn't quit. They just kept coming, so I decided not to lose out on my awesome combat knife and instead do a little shooting, which didn't really work either because we suck at shooting. Okay, this is probably a good time to mention that this is not a good place to sit. But you know, sometimes there just isn't a good place to sit. Check this out. Fuck! Freaking shit scared me so much I couldn't even finish the fight. I just left. Not knowing where to go, we just run, and we stumble across this bad boy. Oh yeah, alright. Okay, that's 2 alarms in a row for this stinking record. Ugh. Anyway, I nearly get my shoulder ripped off right here. And then I just have a seizure. I don't know. I survived, though. I quickly realized that I couldn't handle this many Zeds in this location here anymore. So I just tried to lead them away. Trying to loop back around, I realized that it didn't work as well as I'd hoped. So I opted to foraging, and I found way too much. I didn't boost foraging, but holy crap. So we made our way to this picnic area that we knew was down here, and figured we'd hold up for the night, hopefully, if it's clear. Which it was. So we hit the sack. On day 3, Alfred started his day by doing a little light dance with his flashlight. I don't know. Heading in to check out the gas station, it was foggy, spooky, and filled with Zeds. But we had to carry onward. So we got to work. We did have to smash the window, which was not cool, but what are you gonna do? Sometimes the snowflake falls on your tongue, and sometimes the snowflake falls in your nose. That's just the way the cookie crumbles. I think once we get this bad boy moving, I want to head to the airport. That's a place I haven't checked out that's new. I haven't seen that place at all. And I want to check it out. So I think we're just going to nomadically make our way that direction. Oh, check this out. Boom. Backhanded him. Here's a burglar who doesn't know his sheet pipe from his boomstick. He's not wrong, you know. I really don't see him fixing this anytime soon. It ain't laddie. I'm not sure why I just formed the council of the accents right there, but you know, I love accents, and I think I was just losing my mind from actually how many times it took me to hotwire this thing. So we head into town in search for our missing briefcase. We left it back at the police station, so this mission, it must be accomplished. We can't lose our precious briefcase. You know, a great poet once wrote, "A briefcase here, a briefcase there, a briefcase everywhere. Wherefore art my briefcase be? Let it be known, I will soon see." I'm not really sure what the poet meant by that when he wrote it, but I just kind of related to it right now, you know what I'm saying? Because I found my briefcase. And we got a nice spot for it in our little motorhome that we now need to get out of Hell's Kitchen. Unfortunately, the new ragdoll mechanics, I don't know if this is intentional, but if it is, it sucks. You knock them over, and then they high center your vehicle and get stuck underneath it, and you can't go anywhere, and then, you know, situationally, you die. Luckily, I had enough time to hop back in and even turn off my motorhome real quick before I was like, okay, I can't do anything, I'm out. And thus began to commence an event I have doubly named the Bullshittery. Yes, the Bullshittery was an event where dear Alfred here just ran around in between houses all day, fucking around with zombies, trying to get his damn motorhome back. As a Zomboidian, I'm the kind that likes to see his crops bloom, as opposed to the more adrenaline junkie type, you know? The risk taker type. I guess what I'm trying to say is, generally speaking, I really try not to fight indoors whenever avoidable. But, you know, sometimes they're just bunched up in a kitchen and things must be done, so we do them. I'm full of shit, by the way. I take risks all the time. I just trying to say I really don't like fighting indoors in a fancy way. You know. I do other dumb crap. Like, you know, resting on the ground near zombies and speeding up time. You know, I can do it, but I can also mess it up. So, you know, there's that. My word. Is that grade A American sliced processed cheese? Man, I loved this stuff till I was like 8 and then like never again. There's no way. Got a popsicle stick too? Oh, you know, Alfred eats when he's nervous. It feels better though. Grab ourselves a sheet here. Never know when you might need a sheet. I hear him out there. Little check push. Scrub. Ah, much better. Excuse me, but what the fuck are you doing around here? These blokes coming around here trying to have a tussle with me? Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I have like accent Tourette's or something. Could be. But we tuned into Life and Living. See if we can catch a little free XP. Ever a complaint you won't see from me. I'm Dean, guys, and I'm back with nature. Alright, so you're closing in on the average space camp, but it's getting dark. It's cold as hell, and oxygen isn't there. So you build a fire. And if you don't know how to fucking do that, you can't, then you're right fucked, mate. Anyway, we get to looting. We find some salt in this house across the way. Sorry if my accents suck too. They probably do. I just feel a compulsion to do them anyway. So we chug this chocolate milk, obviously. Some of the last fresh chocolate milk ever. And then we snag this sausage. You know. And then we peer out, see what we can see. Decide that maybe that's not the way for now. Some nice trucks over there, though. Heading back, we realized that we didn't loot this kitchen. Some canned beans, tomato paste, jar of broccoli, pack of beer bottles. That'll be nice. More salt, a can of oats, yeah, buddy. And then we scrub. Oh, now we're real clean. Yeah. Just take it all in. Just gotta take it all in sometimes. It's about time to cook up our sausage. Drop it in that old oven, turn it on. Just how I like my sausage. Fresh, 15 inches, and of course, minus 26 hunger. What's up? No, I didn't say anything about 15 inches. What are you talking about? No, Day 4, we went outside, and the very first thing we did was see a Zed. So we gave him a schmackin', and the very first thing that happened next was exactly what you would expect. I took one down, and then a ton of them swarmed me. You know, the day-to-day of the Zomboid. This would be a lot easier if I had any skill levels in any weapon. But we'll get there. Alfred did a little spinny dance through the Zeds and then found himself rather dizzy and kind of stumbled through them a little bit and then found his bearings. I led him off into the woods as best I could, just trying to get him away. We looped back up, trying to make our way to the motorhome, but it was just one after another, after another. So we looped back through the houses some more. Muscle strain is such a pain at these low levels in any weapon skill. Right here is pretty cool. I managed to keep 3 of them down at the same time, but it's mostly just because they all fell in the perfect spot for that to happen. Now, the guerrilla warfare that transpires after I go through this window is definitely a part of the bullshittery. It's largely because I was running low on endurance. I shouldn't have pushed it as long as I did, but you know.
Sometimes it's hard to say no when the whack-a-mole buffet comes to town and she's open all night.
After I smashed this zombie to bits, I should have just sat down again, but instead, I pushed my luck a little bit more. It doesn't look that bad, but I was pretty low. It could have gotten bad real quick. It always can in Zomboid. I should have just left this guy alone, but I got feisty. Couldn't help myself. I looped back around again. I really just needed to get some stinking rest. Sit down somewhere. Of course. More coming to mess with me. Took that one out easy. Here's more. Miss. Okay. Alright, more. That's fine. No big deal. Looping back into the same house again for some reason, like a doofus. I decide to isolate myself in this room and be emo for a bit. Just me in the darkness. God damn it. Gotta take care of this. Don't want them both coming in at the same time. That'd be bad.
Alright, ye scallywags. It'd be off to Davy Jones' locker with ye.
After divisively devastating these decomposing dickheads and delivering them directly to Davy Jones' locker, we get our motorhome back, which is pretty neat. Okay, so we're back in business, but we still need to collect some essentials. We need food, and we need weapons, and we need books, and we need tools. So we loot the local food market. Well, we try to. We get interrupted, but that was to be expected. Upgrading from the food market, we check out the Gigamart, which is also sketchy as hell, but you know, we gotta do it. Need them calories. We snag a few things like some ranch, some rice vinegar, But far more importantly, we get some high calorie stuff like this cow's milk and this margarine. But they start closing in on us pretty damn quick. So we zigzag our way out of here. Here I am, fucking around indoors again. God damn it. No, nope, not that way. That's not the way. Alright. We quickly head backstairs and snag as many cans of food as we can. Then heading out, well, we take a risk. Don't have a choice. Desiring to be the drunken burglar that Alfred is, he smashes a window at Twiggy's, but it only brings trouble. And, too much trouble, really. When one only possesses a saucepan, one can only do so much. The window professional that Alfred is, he opens this window real easily, but gets distracted by a bunch of dickheads. In the process, almost getting bit. God damn it, right forearm. Now our swings are gonna be slower. Well, yeah. Well, what can you do? At least it wasn't a bite. We finish these bastards off. And then we take the sneaky path back to our RV. Having scavenged some food, we no longer really need to worry about that for the moment. We have a baseline of food. So now we definitely need some tools. We need books too, and more weapons, but tools and weapons go hand in hand. Thinking we know where a warehouse is, we head that way. Of course, we get distracted by pretty lights, and guess what happens? High centered again, in the worst place. We have to get out the passenger side door, and we decide that that's that. Turning it off. I'll try it again some other time when I think that they've fixed it. Or, I don't know, when I just want to have some laughs or torture myself. Bruh, I just want to get back in my stinking motorhome, but game hates me. Well, at least we won't have to deal with it anymore. We turned it off, so it's fine. It's fine, we're over it. I'm over it. Damn, look at them windows. He's so good. So good at it. I think I've had one window be jammed yet. Alfred's too good at it. We kind of attempt this, but miss, and yeah. We're way too tired anyway. So we dip off to one of our old houses here. And spend the night. On day 5, we wake up and decide that enough is enough. We're gonna fuck these zombies up. We grab a car and we give them the old spin foo. Then we almost take a nap and then we give them a few schwacks. Having been fed up with fighting Zeds for the moment, I decide I really just want to do some looting. Luckily, to that effect, I find a mostly secluded corner of the warehouse here and break my way inside. Yep, glad I used the flashlight. We find some cool work boots. This warehouse seems to mostly just have hacksaw blades in these crates. Oh, but we do find a few steel bars. These will be great weapons. Now we get real lucky. Does this weird wobble and fall backwards extra far thing that they added in? It's interesting. It just means you have to pay a little bit more attention and go a little farther when you want to run up and step on them. Because if you know, they're farther away from you when they fall down now, so you got to move a little bit to stand on them. We managed to catch a carpentry show, which is pretty cool. Got us a level. So I did forget to do some recording for a little bit. Luckily, we only lost about 2 days of boring book reading for the most part. We'll catch up from here. I read some books, changed my clothes. That's about it. I did add this cool mod where you can walk and read at the same time. So, just for shits and giggles, I walked, and I read, and I read, and I walked. I paced in my motorhome for a while reading, and then decided that that was actually pretty boring, so I realized that my RV just guzzles gas like nobody's business. So that could be a problem. But I fill up the tank, and I also fill up an extra gas can that I had, so we'll see if I need that in an emergency. We discover some jujubes we missed, as well as some fresh eggs and some more milk. We head out, although it's 4 p.m. It's pretty late, but we do have the wakeful trait, so let's see what we can do. We need books. Let's see if we can get in this bookstore. Chug some milk. Suffice it to say that I did give a damn well good effort, but these sons of bitches are relentless. I was using the new stealth mechanics here, where you can hide behind cars and low fences. It's really useful if you use it right. Get you a chance to rest. But we flee back to our RV and drive off, and then drive back. And to get out some frustration, we mush some zombies. No fucks given. Yeah, so we try and find a place to kind of call parking spot for the night. And by parking, I got a parking that's perfect. Oh, look at that. Oh, it's nice. So we head inside and we eat some cereal for dinner, and it's delicious. It's so good. Well, after dinner, it was time for bed. Always another day. Let's get some sleep. Day 9. We wake up to a show on the TV, so we curiously check it out.
Today we're gonna settle something, Fred. Oh yeah, what's that, Tim? Well, it's that all-American question, Fred. Pancakes or waffles?
Realizing that all the TV stations have gone down, Alfred freaks out a little bit. But he gets over it pretty quick. He didn't really watch much TV. Okay, we pop a squat by our little fireplace we got here. Little mobile fireplace, it's kind of cool. We aren't gonna give up. I want books, so I'm gonna head back. We're gonna put this book down so we can pick it back up later. And we're out. We're gonna head back to that bookstore and we are gonna conquer. One way or another. I'm not gonna let my efforts put forth so far be wasted. Ugh. I hate running into shit. Except for zombies. I like running into them. Alright, we hop out of the rig. We bust out our bar. And we get to work. It's not exactly easy to clear a spot in the dead center of a town. Especially West Point. But I'm gonna do it. One way or another. It's like bashing in Zed's skulls is like the licking. And the bookstore at the center of town is the center of the Tootsie Pop. If you never give up, you will never fail. So I have pretty decent endurance right now, and I just hit level 2 in short punt. So I beat the brakes off these Zeds. They keep coming, and I keep putting them down. And to be fair, though, smacking this one through the fence is mega cheese. Right, we're going to fill up the tank with petrol, and then we're going to take it for a wee spin, eh? How you going, mate? Oh, right. I didn't mean to do that. That's alright then. We'll just get out and show them the business. Now, I don't know about you, but I don't like zombies, not one bit. We chew up some raw coffee grounds to get pumped up for the battle. Spin attack. Spin attack. I will say that, man, the lighting for build 42 is just mwah. Chef's fucking kiss, man. I mean, it's really nice. It's like almost euphoric to play in. It's great. I love it. Billy the zombie never thought he would find himself face to face with such a mad man wielding a tiny metal rod. Fear struck him as the man approached.
Please no, I have a zombie family.
What? What? You know, sometimes you gotta argue for the other side. You know, it keeps you centered, okay? Yeesh. What a massacre. That's what they get. Trying to stop me from reading some frickin' books. Just out here trying to be a nerd. We top ourselves up on water, and then top our water bottle up on water. And then we set an alarm for the morning because we stayed up late. It's 5:10 a.m. Oh my goodness. Time to go to bed. Day 10, we wake up to an annoying alarm, so we very quickly shut that off. Bye-bye. We cook ourselves up some fresh eggs. Nice. Delicious. Nom 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 nom. Nom 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 nom. We hop out of the truck, frisky as fuck, ready for anything, but there's not too much trouble. We finally get to loot the bookstore, and it was really worth it. I mean, there was a lot of good things here. There was a lot I really wish would have been here, but I'll take what I can get, you know? That's Zomboid. And yeah, I think that's gonna do it for this first episode. We got 10 days in. We'll see if we can't get another 10 days in for the episode 2. I hope you all enjoyed very much. I enjoyed making this. This was a lot of fun. I feel like I kind of leveled up in my editing, at least a little bit. Like and subscribe if you liked. I hope everybody has a wonderful existence, and I'll see you around.